How to get verified on Instagram this year. Today I'm going to be sharing with you a strategy on how I got my account verified, how I got many different clients as well as students verified on Instagram, and how you can do this as well, which works 100% this year if you follow and understand these three principles. Right now, what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be sharing with you some of the things on Instagram and the three things that Instagram looks for when it comes to getting verified. First of all, why would you want to get verified? There's a lot of different perks to this. So you'll probably notice when you look at verified profiles, it's got this blue check mark tick on the profile, but it's really not just for vanity purposes. There's a ton of benefits that comes with being verified. Some of them is number one, if you start building a following, it's very, very normal that you get a ton of imposters and scammers and people trying to do identity theft. So with a blue check, people understand that this is the official account. On top of that, if you have a verified account, if you were to comment on somebody else's Instagram post, your post together with all of the other verified accounts will always appear on top, so it gets you more visibility when you do so, when you engage with other pages. Also, if you are looking at somebody else's story, they will also be able to see that a verified account has actually seen their story. So the odds of somebody looking at your profile and your visits to your profile will also dramatically increase. Other perks include if your account gets hacked and if somehow the scammer or the hacker deletes all of your stuff, which happens all the time, if you have a verified account, you'll be able to escalate this to actual support person and they will be able to help your account back, and that is absolutely priceless. Okay, so with that said, the list goes on. We can talk about like all the different perks of being verified, but let's talk about what does Instagram actually look at when it comes to getting your account verified. Okay, so the first one over here is really authenticity. What that means is they want to see that your account is from an actual, real, authentic person. So that means that they're not going to verify some account if it's like a theme page where it's just motivational quotes or funny cat dog videos, or if it's just viral videos. So one of the things that you got to constantly work towards is to make sure that when you submit your account for verification, which we'll talk about as well, they are actually seeing that it's authentic. Now let's talk about, before I go to number 2 and 3, which is going to be way more important, let's talk about what the verification process is. If you were to go to Instagram, you'll see that on the top right hand side, there is this 3 lines, which I'm going to click on. There is settings. Once you click on settings, you will be able to go to your account and you will be able to notice that there is a option that says request verification. And you will notice that you'll be able to apply for Instagram verification. Now on this page over here, you can apply for this once every 30 days. So if you don't get it, you can apply again after 30 days. But one of the things that you will notice is they ask you to put in your details, the category for your account, and they want to make sure, like notice, they want you to attach a photo of your ID. And the reason for that again is to make sure that it is authentic. This is a real person, okay? So this is pretty basic. But number 2, the second thing they look at is to make sure that it is unique. So the second thing that you want to constantly do is making sure that the stuff that you put on isn't just reposting viral videos, but to have some sort of original stuff that isn't found anywhere else. In order to kind of secure this second requirement over here, it is having that balance between understanding what's proven to be viral, but not just straight off downloading that thing and then uploading it to your account. One of the things you want to do is to value add. So if you take a look at my Instagram account, I have a lot of different viral stuff, but there's value add to that. So if you take a look at my post, every single day I've got these viral images. Guess what? These viral images, they are original, which means they're all actually hand-drawn by somebody from my team, illustrated, but at the same time, they're modeling something that is proven to work. So for you, you want to think about what makes your thing unique. This could be videos of you that you put up consistently. This could be images. This could be different quote cards, but at the same time, having a hint of originality that makes it totally unique. Now that's the second thing they look at, but the most important one of them all is actually number 3. And number 3 is actually notability. They want to make sure and they want to see if you are a notable person. And in their eyes, notability really means whether you are well known, whether you are in news publications, and they have many different factors to determine whether you are notable or not. And right now, I'm gonna show you this strategy where in their eyes, you will be 100% notable. I don't see anyone else talking about this. This is how I got dozens of my students and clients verified. But let's talk about what they are. The most obvious way is to get yourself published on news outlets by doing PR. Now, this is tough, and this is the traditional way of how it gets done. So one of the things that people do is the old school way is to get a publicist, and to get a publicist to get you on, CNBC, ABC, Fox News. Literally, that's what I did to get verified on Instagram by showing them and submitting to them all of the different PR and press releases from my appearances on TV. But that's the first way, to make sure that your stuff is being published on other people's platforms. Now, this doesn't necessarily need to be traditional TV because that could be expensive, not to mention time consuming, but this could also be being featured on other platforms like Medium. There are a lot of different press releases, submissions. That's the first method. Now, the second method that is going to be a whole lot cheaper, that will 100% get you verified. Are you ready? Do you know what it is? So this is by being a published author. And this is the thing that is going to give you the unfair advantage. Like, I have many clients who did this strategy and they got verified in like 2 weeks. Okay, let me share with you how this works. Now, if you think about like the hierarchy of professions, at the lowest is probably like salespeople. At the highest level in the Asian community, if you are not a doctor or an engineer or a lawyer, then you're a failure. Okay, but what if I told you that an author is up there, if not above, all those other professions in the eyes of society? For some weird reason, if you are a published author, then all of a sudden it looks as though you've made it and you're some sort of celebrity in the eyes of many. Instagram and even Facebook, it's the same thing. If you want to show them that you are a notable person and if you can prove to them you are a best-selling author, you will get your account approved 100%. So the question now is, how do you become a published author inexpensively? How do you actually get a book published on Amazon, submitted to Instagram to show them that you are a best-selling author? Okay, so first of all, let's talk about Amazon. So Amazon has got a print-on-demand service. So what that means is, unlike traditional publishing, you don't have to order 10,000 books or commit to 10,000 books where your house ends up being a warehouse. They have this platform called createspace.com, which is their publishing arm, where you could literally upload a Microsoft Word doc, slap on a graphic image, and whenever somebody orders a copy, Amazon will literally print out one copy, ship it to that one person, and it's print on demand. So there's no minimum order. If you get 3 sales the entire month, Amazon will print out 3 books, ship it to them, deal with the warehousing, shipping, fulfillment, all that kind of stuff, and at the end of each month, pay you a royalty. One of the things that you can do is get a very simple book. You could speak your book if you wanted to. So the thing that stops people from ever releasing their first book ever, even though they feel that they've got a book within, is they're always saying, oh, I'm waiting for inspiration, I'm waiting for the right moment. Look, it's never going to be the right moment. Like, what does that even mean? You gotta have the motion first in order to get the emotion. Most people have it the other way around. They're waiting for the emotion first. They're waiting for the feeling of excitement, the feeling of being inspired in order to have motion. That's not how the real world works. You go through the motion first. You do the work even when you don't feel like doing it in order to have the emotion. Guess what? Even when you don't feel like doing it, just get the table of contents out. You could speak your book, do a video like this one for 30 minutes, an hour, get it transcribed, get a professional proofreader to do it for you. There are many different sites that will do it really inexpensively. You get this book up on CreateSpace, you get it published on Amazon. So now it's on Amazon, but it's not yet a best-selling book. Here's the thing about best-selling books that most people don't know. Best-selling books today means absolutely nothing. Many times people say, oh, I am a best-selling author. And the truth is, even on my Instagram profile, I am a best-selling author. In fact, I have been a #1 Amazon bestseller when my book came out. However, it's important to understand that when you submit to Instagram, what they want to see is your book being actually listed and published, and to see if you're a bestseller. There's no such thing as a best-selling author. There's such thing as a #1 New York Times best-selling author, but there's no such thing as a best-selling author. Like, what does that even mean, right? So here's what most people do. They put it on Amazon. If you want to get verified, on the same day, if you can get your friends to go and support you and buy this book. By the way, you can list it for 99 cents on Kindle. Get a couple of friends to support you, and you put it in some obscure listing that you know will get you on the top 10. So what some people do is they put it on Amazon and they put it at some weird combination. They put it like hobbies for women over 40 under knitting or something like that, right? So it's like 3 categories down, and guess what? It takes like 10 sales to be a #1 that day. You can take this screenshot of your book being #1, submit it to Instagram. Now understand something. The person that is going through this verification process, they're not marketers. They look at it as like, hey, this person has a book. Therefore, this person must be notable. So all you need to do is submit that and get verified. Now, understand that this is a marketing tool in order to get verified. The method that I used was through the press releases, being on TV the traditional way, but we have done this for dozens of students, and I guarantee you when you do this, you will get verified as well. Hey, let me know in the comments what your biggest takeaway is from the video, but this is literally how you get verified, guaranteed. And as always, if you love this video, hit the subscribe button, and I will see you in future videos.